So
As
this
you
is
latch
like
on to
one of
anyone
those
who will give you a story,
rare
who will suck
opportunities
anyone's ass.
where I want to give you guys some statements from Daniel. The internet is like a sea, but lies rise to the surface the quickest. I know it's not easy. Can you guys see this? Yeah, I don't care. Yes, you can. Water references. Now, this one. Daniel says, if you make the water muddy with allegations, it's hard to see the truth because the water is all brown. Remember when Daniel told us that Lily's backpack should be brown now? Then he says, see, the meaning is much more about the water than the mud. That again was from Daniel Martel. So I am now watching this one live by Sunny, and Charmaine shared this from live or from a chat group that I don't know where it's located, but
You people should be ashamed of yourselves.
Daniel
Don't say
is
my
also
name.
in chat.
Don't say. I don't want to hear my name under your mouth. Yeah, she's sending me private messages. I'm just waiting for her to block me, to be honest with you. I don't care. Like I said, you know what? But when
This is
people want
pretty
to take away
deep.
from Jack and Lily and look that stupid,
So I don't even know what to say, but Daniel is really, really, really losing it now. And I think all of this happened because in this chat now, with Tint and everybody, Sunny has been keeping it real here and talking about, you know, how his story doesn't add up. So the words Daniel has chosen here in that particular chat, I will make a longer video about this, guys, but just get a good glimpse of it right now. The internet is like a sea, but lies rise to the surface the quickest. If you make the water muddy with allegations, it's hard to see the truth because the water is all brown. See, the meaning is much more about the water than the mud. And we're talking about all the water references in Janie, as I have stated earlier. Even mentioned on her property, there's no damn water. It's water, water, water. Yeah, you see, so this is heavy. And I figured, hi Julia, what did Malaya do to put the kids to bed? What's the routine? Perfect question.
I'm a stranger and I'm doing more than you guys are, except for Belinda. All right? So, no amount of words or childlike behaviors, even if I'm joking around with Daniel, it's going to stop me from following and bringing awareness to Jack and Lily's case. Thank you, Patriot.
This
Thanks so
turned
much.
out really well.
Now, I am so.
I think I will
Let's see
transcribe
here.
this.
Don't forget, you guys, I got a live at 6:30 with Daniel from the Drunk Turkey Show. We'll be talking about this case, and I'm going to be asking Daniel, not Martel, Daniel from the Drunk Turkey
I think
Show,
I will skip
and I'll be
that one
talking to him about
and
the
talk more
craziness
about
of this case.
this.
Wow, my bad. Cheryl, you want to blast my ass on that one too? Heaven forbid. Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm
all
over.
lurking.
I'm over these people.
They are
They
all
can talk
lurking.
to whoever they like, say whatever they want. Obviously, they don't care about Jack and Lily. So So we got to be their voices, right? Right, Daphne? Right, Justin? Thanks. Right, Dolly? Right, you guys? Right, all those people that are following the case, right, Mike? Got to be the voice. They're surely not going to. No, no, no. Trust me, that stuff doesn't faze me whatsoever. We're talking about amateurs. Amateurs. Uh, Actually, Ruskan, I was just right. Exactly. Rushcan, I was just actually about to play your video because I wanted to bring up. So I have some posts from the private group chat that was from what, about a month ago, where Daniel and Haley are having this argument, right? So I'm going to show you those, but I need to cover up people's names that I don't want. I don't want to include people that don't belong, in a sense, in the conversation. So it's going to take me a bit, or not too long. I think there's 6 of them. But I'm going to play the video. So whoever stays around, stays around.
Now?
If you don't, then don't. But please at least leave your like and a share for Jack and Lily on this, if you don't mind. Cheryl is Malaya's voice. And like I told Cheryl,
Yes.
right? I get it. I'm feisty for my friends too, So I get the pit bull trying to come at me, right? Doesn't faze me. But I do respect a person that definitely is a good friend to somebody, regardless. We all like to have that. There's very few people in this world that stand up for me, but yet I'll go up to bat for them. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Charmaine's one of those friends. I can tell you that. Charmaine is one of those people that she's like me. When you start bashing and stuff like that, Charmaine will have my back, which I appreciate. I really do, right? Because a lot of people don't, and I do it for them. I've learned my lesson that way, but either way, it's who I am. I'm a fighter like that. When I think something is wrong, I'll speak up and I'll be a voice, right? And I think what Micmac did to Tint was absolutely wrong. That's why Micmac got blocked because we don't need people that sit there and leave comments that are cryptic and weird on somebody's YouTube video like that. That's just weird. That's weird. But anyway, so I'm going to play that video.
Which
So
one?
again, stick around if you guys want. If you don't, thanks so much for joining us today. But I am going to play the Jack and Lily, Come Home Jack and Lily video. Not the one, I've already played the log one today, but this is going to be the one that I play all the time for Jack and Lily.
Okay.
Okay? So yeah, so keep shitting on me, Cheryl. Keep shitting on me for making videos for Jack and Lily instead of being grateful, instead of trying to sit there and say all these nasty things to me. But okay, you do you, girl. You do you.
I can't believe these water references from him, man. Okay, that's it, right? Can you guys see it? Or I swear I'm gonna hook up my. You see, I have it in the corner. I have a new screen.
Permits a crime and shame. And someone had sent me this beautiful song called Come Home Jack and Lily.
Okay.
And I wanted to do Belinda and I wanted to do Alana King and all you guys out there. This beautiful little video to attach to it. Thank you so much for the person.
Okay, so guys, I think now I'm going to post this video. I just wanted to do it real quick to let you guys see these water references, and they are just this is unbelievable. Wow, that's all I can say. Wow, 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 wow. Daniel Martel, you really, really did it. I'm gonna transcribe it also. The internet is like a sea. He he is thinking about the ocean and the Fundy Bay or Fundy Basin. Yeah, it's a possibility. The comment just to me from another person in live chat was the Fundy Bay is known for its muddy waters. Remember Daniel telling us in the very beginning, Lily's backpack is white, but it's probably brown by now. We heard Janie talk about water references. We heard Janie talk about the property, it's not on the ocean. Her property, she owns a big other property, right? It's away from the one where they live. And there is no river, there is no water, there's no ocean. I just had that in my last video. From the statements that Sunny had put together from Janie, and there were quite a few that I didn't catch in the beginning. Those statements, I went into this Facebook group and somebody posted like uh, part 3, episode 1, part 3, 2, part 4, 1, part 4, 2. And there were a lot of parts missing, obviously. So it's always a really weird thing when you get these news statements or these audios somewhere. I don't even know, half of the time, I don't even know where they have been published first. And it's similar to these TikTok people who had Cheryl and Logan on, who, you need to be a subscriber. You need to be a paid subscriber, then you can get it. But of course, people will screenshot, they will record it, which is a good thing here. I feel bad for Wade, but I am happy Tint did what he did. Because this is about 2 missing children. So information should flow freely. That's what I had such an issue with when people make a big deal out of somebody leaking something. Certain things need to be leaked, in my opinion. And this is one of those things. The internet is like a sea, but lies rise. The lies will rise when Jack and Lily, if Jack and Lily come to the surface. And at 3 a.m., I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that's when the tide was high. So the receding water would have dragged out Jack and Lily's bodies into the vast ocean. That made sense to me when Sandra made that comment a couple of months ago about the Fundy Basin. And Daniel could have made it there that night, taken the back roads, and from there maybe another vehicle. Or the ATV. We want to know what happened on those roads. And I said it before, when the RCMP offered $150,000 of reward, they should have also told us what types of vehicles we look for. We should look for. So if you have anywhere in Nova Scotia, if you have camera footage still from the night from May 1st to May 2nd, hold on to it. Hold on to it. You may actually have something on there that will get you $150,000 into the bank. If you're not sure, check. I will go back to the messages I got before about what types of vehicles they were driving. But either way, this is what's on Daniel's mind. A sea and something rising to the surface. That is his concern. That is his worry. What could he be talking about? Lily and Jack's bodies. The lies that he has told about them. And needless to say, my direct questions, he avoided them. Daniel avoided those questions, people. But he made one comment, right? That I think Sunny screenshot where I pointed out his water references. That was interesting too. Oh, I seen the dive teams checking waterways and the lakes. That's the reason he gave me. When I pointed out, wow, Daniel, the waters were muddy and brown, just like Lily's backpack. There's a lot. This is water overload. This is water reference overload, guys. This is absolutely incredible. Can you see this? Okay. So on day 2, he already gave his interviews. Going being waist deep in water. And it's water, diving into this. All of those water references. It's an overload, people. It's an absolute overload. And now this tells us it always happens. It always comes full circle. We cannot enforce it. But when the same person making the reference that Lily's backpack would be brown now says later on the following. The same person, Daniel Martel, what did he say? If you make the water muddy with allegations, it's hard to see the truth because the water is all brown. Holy crap, man. Holy crap, Daniel Martel. You are your own worst enemy and you don't even realize it. But I think me pointing a couple of things out now in this live chat may have opened your eyes that you're not as bright as you think you are. Because you're giving it away. You're giving us all of the information. And your mommy Janie does the same exact damn thing. So while you, Logan, and Janie, all of them have the same mentality. All of them think, okay, let me take over and let me tell them some BS and they're gonna buy it because I'm so good at convincing others. I'm such a good bullshitter. The local people in Lansdowne Station or maybe what's it called, West, some of these small towns. Yeah, people believe anything I say here. But now the whole world is watching you, bro, including people like me. If you make the water muddy, he walked through the muddy water when he gotten rid of Jack and Lily with allegations. It's hard to see the truth. It's hard to see Jack and Lily's bodies because the water is all brown. That's why Lily's backpack would be brown now. That's why this came to his mind. Now, why would you be so stupid to leak something in such a drastic manner? Because yeah, maybe he was on drugs. He was overly confident. He still is. He still shows up here. And, Sonny referred to him as a gopher. That's the hit and runs. I called him the hit and run guy in the beginning. Remember that? He's doing hit and runs. He leaves comments and then he doesn't answer anything. And I asked him several questions. And I know he saw them because there was somebody, I think Julie or somebody is her name, and she said, "No, what do you guys want from Daniel? And she's made a snide remark at Sunny too, and then later said, of course, no, 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 I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, but she also said, guys, you need to leave Daniel alone because Daniel has told you the truth. What else do you want from him? You always have these people. You also have these Brian Koberger supporters, right? You got those types of people. They come. That's what the internet brings with it. But it's not the internet's fault. That's the human nature. And all of a sudden, people have voices that normally you wouldn't listen to, and they insert themselves. But that's okay. So, Daniel, for some reason, was able to see, and it was not a paid member. There was not the name was not in blue or in green, or it wasn't. He saw that one compliment he's gotten, or this one thing in his favor. And he immediately said, thank you, Julie. I know he saw my questions about what happened that night. What did Jack and Lily wear? He said the light, he flickered it on and off at midnight to see if the kids were in their beds. I don't know. Is that what you usually do? Well, did you see what they were wearing for bed? What is your nightly rhythm? They brushed it. Oh, I forgot. He said, I'm outside. I was outside. Yeah, that's his way of saying, you know what? I done enough. This is getting too complicated. I don't want to answer this. Let Malaya handle it. And that's exactly what he meant when he said, Malaya put them to bed. I'm done. So this one he didn't want to answer. And now the third one, guys. And Charmaine, I thank you for pointing this out to me. That's great. The meaning, see, the meaning is much more about the water than the mud. And of course, he's trying to make it sound. Of course, the topic is. I mean, you know what he's trying to say, right? But I'm looking at what he's really saying. This is experiential memory. Being waist deep in water, Lily's backpack, the last time he saw it, it was brown. Why? Because of the muddy waters. But he is lecturing people about something, and the only references that come to mind are those from experiential memory. From that night when he gotten rid of the bodies of Jack and Lily, in my opinion, everybody's innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Everything I'm stating is my opinion only. So help me God. Whatever. See, the meaning is much more about the water. The water is what matters. It doesn't matter how muddy it gets. The important thing is that the tide, which I think was high at 3 a.m., that's what somebody said to me a couple of weeks ago. But I think Janie is the prime. Interesting comments, people. Very interesting comments. This is a good one, man. And I mean, I want to not stop this video because this is so damn important, but I think I'm going to stop it. Holy crap, guys. Can you believe it? How do I do this? The internet is da 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 da. If you make, yeah, I think this is the best statement. This is the best statement right here. You get through the mud. He was waist deep in water to remove the bodies. And as a fisherman, he knows about the tides. He knew he had to get through this mud, this muddy area, to get to the water. At a certain point where he was certain now the tide is going to carry out the bodies into the deep ocean where they will never be found. 3 a.m., I believe, was high tide. Please correct me if I'm wrong, which I hope I'm not going to be. I had one person mention that to me the other day. So you had to go, so you had to suffer through the mud. You go through the mud, and it's, from what I was told, the Fundy Basin, very muddy. Walk through it, and then you get to the right spot because it's not about the mud, it's about the water. And then the bodies disappear. And that's what he experienced. This is what comes to mind. And I don't even care about the other stuff here. You know, this is Daniel, Daniel, Daniel. These three. The internet is like a sea, but lies rise to the surface the quickest. If you make the water muddy with allegations, it's hard to see the truth because the water is all brown. What the hell is he trying to say here? He's trying to talk about, yeah, you get the point. See, the meaning is much more about the water than the mud. He gotten through the mud, and then the water took care of it.